be having a number of public meetings. The first one is October 20th at Blake School, and we're calling it a community dinner where we're going to be sitting down with folks, having some food, and then talking about the process and the town, and it'll be kind of our first opportunity to get feedback from people in the town. So we're the Townwide Master Plan Committee, and we are charged with helping the town create a new master plan. Now, the last one that Medfield did was, I think, 1979, so it's been a while. So we're updating that. Yeah, there's a number of specific elements that are required. We'll look at a lot of different pieces of the town and how it operates and the components that make it up: the school system, housing component, transportation, open space and recreation, things like that. So water and sewer are important. So we'll look at updating first, collecting data first, is to understand what the town has for its assets, what the school system's like, where the water and sewer lines go, what kind of land use we have in the town and where that is. And then we'll provide that existing conditions. We're going to work very closely with stakeholders in the town and the people of the town to understand what kind of vision do they want to create. Today will be part of that. We'll be going out in the town and asking questions about what do you like about Medfield, what you don't. What would you like to change? Where would you like to see? How would you like to see the town evolve? Just a couple questions. What do you like best about Medfield?
Well, first of all, it's a wonderful town to raise a family in, and we did just that. And from that point of view, it hasn't changed that much.
Right.
It's changed, but not that much.
Right.
I moved to Medfield because I lived in Boston, and I wanted a different area and education for my daughter. She's 6. I like the town. It's small. It's very different. It's not really much for the kids, I noticed, to do out here. Other than that, I feel like it's okay. It's a smaller town. I'm getting used to that.
How long have you lived here?
10 years.
Okay, so what is your most favorite thing about Medfield?
Okay, the thing that brought me to Medfield was the school system.
I love the feeling of community here. It feels like a small town. And
do you participate in a lot of things throughout the community? Like what?
I'm on the Democratic Committee, did a lot of parent board things over the years, CSA and all that stuff at the schools, the all-night graduation party, green groups.
Probably like how you can just go from the schools to like stores.
Like the proximity of like the town and between the schools and downtown, so it's pretty close. You can just walk downtown.
Yeah. I like that it's small and like I feel like I know everybody and like you can talk to everybody and like be friends.
How long have you been in Medfield?
Less than 6 months.
Okay. So why did you come to Medfield? What attracted you to Medfield?
Well, we lived in Needham, and we have a son and daughter-in-law who live here, and we wanted to be close.
Great reason. What do you like best? What's the opinion of the best thing so far since you've been here?
I like this town. It's a very nice town. It's a small town. It's friendly. It feels very comfortable. I like it here. We lived in Sherburne years ago, and it's kind of like that.
So what do you like best about Medfield?
Well, we've lived here for 14 years, and we love it. We now live in a kind of walk-to-town location, which we really love that. And the kids walk to school, too, or the middle school and the high school anyway. So I love the community. We're invested in it, and, it's safe and a lot of good people here. Right.
What do you like least about Medfield?
I don't know. I really can't think of anything I don't like about Medfield.
What do I like the least? Honestly, it's a little expensive. It's an expensive town. I don't like I said, there's not really much to do for the kids. Like, there's no YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, things like that. And there's a lot of kids that live here. It's just a little bit expensive. That's it.
The property taxes have risen, I feel like, almost every year since I've been here.
I would say maybe there's a little bit too much pressure on the kids sometimes in the schools to be the smartest, be the best.
I don't know. There's not really anything to dislike.
Awesome.
I think having more events like Medfield Day, like more things like that would be good.
Wish you had several more restaurants.
I would like maybe some more restaurants and shops. not too much. I don't want it to be big.
Right, so a little bit more development of
Yeah,
the downtown for people.
Lack of diversity. I grew up in Amherst, Mass, very different kind of dynamic, and it's not apples to apples by any means, but probably just a lack of diversity, I would say.
So I guess that's kind of similar as what would you like to improve? Like what things would you like to improve?
A lot more community outreach. I feel like it needs a little bit more. I live in Wilkins Glen, which is kind of a low income. It's kind of segregated compared to the other towns. So I think besides Medfield Day, we don't really have any more community outreach, things like that. So I would say a little bit more, getting the community a little bit more involved, like everybody, not just certain groups of people.
Okay. If you could improve one thing, what would it be?
Well, I really struggle with that answer because I feel like you got great proximity to Boston. The businesses that have come to town now, whether it's Starbucks or other stores, are the things that I like about the town. I mean, the services, everything. There's just a lot of good things about the town. So I really struggle with answering that one. I really don't know what it would be, because it would probably go back to the property taxes.
Right.
And to be honest with you, that's the answer. So, but that's where I am.
Well, let me say this. Going back in time, I started out participating in town on the Master Plan Implementation Committee.
Ah.
And then I was on the what was then called the Finance Committee, which is now the Warrant Committee. And I chaired that one day. And and what it boiled down to is I had a chance to really get to know a lot of people in town. And it was great. It's a nice combination of residential living with some industry, but not much, and minimal multi-housing, but we do have multi-housing. It's just been a good place to live.
Maybe have make it bigger or have more people.
More people, so growth, more growth,
Yeah.
more friends, more things to do, kind of.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Anything else you want to add about your about Medfield in general?
Not really. I think it's good the way it is.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. You have a great day.
There's not a lot of gripes really around here.
Yeah, good point. So what, obviously you're a business owner, you decided to, put down some roots here. Did you have other choices when you were thinking about it, or why did you end up, what was the kind of the decision process to heading up here?
But I love this location, and my commute's unbelievable. So
Yeah.
and now, this would be my first choice.
Anything else you want to add?
Well, I would say that whatever you do, don't rush. Take your time, do it over a period of years, and go from there.